Okay. So this is actually my second time trying to record this. It ended up being about a 50-minute video-ish, somewhere around there. Hopefully I can make it a bit shorter with the accompaniment of experience. So what I'm wanting to do today is go over sort of my growth as a Beat Saber player, athlete, however you want to consider us players, at the very least fans. So I started playing, normal difficulty songs. I was playing the normal OST, and going through sort of the difficulties. I haven't played much of the campaign, so I haven't learned anything from that in this case. But basically, I'm going to sort of try and cover some of the basic techniques of Beat Saber to some degree. A lot of it's in the wrist flick, yes. More of it's in trying to keep a stable form. And then there's a sort of technique of tracing, and depending on how the Beat Saber mapper makes their specific map, unless they're sort of a mean, off normal like creator, then most of the time you're gonna just want to trace the colors per hand, and as long as you start with a specific rhythm and you're following the music, you're gonna end up just simply going with the arrows by tracing the colors instead of actually focusing too hard on the arrows by the end of it. So this is Overkill, my first Expert Plus song that I was able to sort of come up against, and this was my goal in the first place. So all of those easier difficulties, all that practice led to this for me in the first place. So if you'll follow me on this little journey, you'll notice that this I have overcome by quite a big margin. I find that the biggest thing with Beat Saber is practice and discipline and, motivation. So the best thing you can do is just keep playing. A lot of people tend to want to quit if they can't beat their games. And that's just going to leave you in a rut, The best way to do this is just go on no fail and accept your misses and your mistakes, and you'll learn from them over time. And you'll see a lot of improvement if you've seen any of my old videos about Beat Saber. I say old, but I mean more less new than this video, so to say. So hopefully the audio is coming through properly. I'm pretty sure I already checked it, but sometimes things can happen mid-recording, that kind of thing. Still in that warming up phase because I haven't practiced before this video, so this is raw. Another thing I want to stress, if you're just getting started, if you're trying to improve, find a song that you can't keep up with and kind of go into no fail and just ignore the obstacles. because then you could focus on the patterns. My arms are a little tired because yes, I did play 50 minutes of this for a video yesterday. So just let me get warmed up. So you'll see what I mean by tracing in sort of that sense that I just saw. So the best thing you want to do is figure out depth and just kind of go one step at a time. And a lot of these drum beats, you'll see is just purely based on the wrist flick. Accuracy is pretty terrible right now, but it'll improve as I keep playing. Didn't beat score. Right now I'm getting pretty higher on the leaderboards than I first did when I was playing towards the beginning, but you know, that's just sort of more proof that some of these techniques could work for you. Not saying they will, but here we are trying, you know? That's exactly what's going to get you better. Just try. Because a lot of people give up. You're capable of much more than you think. And a lot of people don't, especially if you're not used to it, you might not see sort of the amount of leniency that Beat Saber might have for your accuracy. There's more than you think. Which makes it harder to get better, yeah, but it's all about timing, not really perfect aim. Although in the long run, you want to get better. Whew. I don't think that was the best I've ever done on that song, but no, it definitely wasn't. I played that song and beat it without having no for long. Anyway, so I went from Overkill to Utena, and then from Utena, I moved to something way too fast for me at the time, the song Classical Insanity. I'm gonna try to even, we'll see. Shoot. There is a brace factor depending on how distant each block is from each other. Especially side-by-side ones, like this. So you want to figure out how to brace a little bit for a swing. That might help you. Because it's a lot more than just the wrist flick. Like these. I can never do this. Alright, so that was Classical Insanity. That was my third quote-unquote, I say perfected, but what I mean is satisfying enough victory in the end for me. And then bass drop freaks. This one I haven't practiced in a while, so good luck to me. So the whole point in me being quiet is I'm trying to think of sort of more tips. But sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to not entirely sure what to recommend next. I mean, it's okay to like take a break every now and then, even in the middle of a song, especially if you're on no fail. It doesn't really matter that much, because you'll get better in the end and then you'll have a higher score, you know, so just let it be. Don't worry about in the moment, worry about the long run. This is a fast song, man. It's been a while. So, a few other tips. You'll find that a lot of sections of the song will have a specific speed with a seed of another speed in it. So they'll be like that. And so, don't worry about perfect swings and trying to get it, just flow at the speed and be ready for the changes with the rhythm. Good God, that song knocks the breath out of me. Whew, okay, so from bass drop feet, I can't even fucking speak. From bass drop freaks, I moved on to Teo. Now this one's one of my favorites. Honestly, rock, there's another tip. Find the genre that you want to learn first, more so than the song specifically, because a lot of them have similar patterns, I find anyway. Which make them a lot easier to learn over time. Like dubstep songs or electronic songs have those like triple or quadruple block like lines that you have to trace, like I was talking about. Rock has much more of a drum set like bass. So it's more like bobbing and weaving. Like this. So this is what I mean by flowing with the change, like this. I'm still not perfect at this game. I'm just trying to offer some advice as I go. A lot of forgiveness, Grace, right there. I saw that. I still can't get this part, just FYI. Okay, that was Teo. We have a couple more songs. I was talking and doing a lot more about this in the last video, but I do not want to have to record this again. From Teo, I moved to some more awkward type songs, to be honest. A good example of that, if you've played it, is I Said Meow. This song is really hard, honestly. But from some awkward songs, I moved on to something like Stealth Dash. Another tip is keep your hands where they land after you swing, sort of because it'll lead to the next blocks. What I was going to say earlier, now that I'm remembering it, was another tip maybe is don't swing too much further than the block that you're swinging at is, just because you want to be able to kind of recuperate from your swing and move on to the next. This song has a lot of tracing in it. This is what I'm coining the phrase, but I'm not sure if it already has a like a coining. So this is the flow that I'm talking about. You can see that I'm not necessarily swinging exactly when the blocks show up. I'm more like just flowing with it. This is more the snappy stuff. Some trouble there. Dang it. I'll be honest, these newer songs that I'm playing are a lot harder. Like, geez, Camellia sucks. failing a lot because I'm kind of getting way too tired. Playing this long in a row is just honestly not recommended. Hold up. Oh, I gotta wipe my face without a little rest, like 5 minutes or something. Jeez. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I only have one more song to show. I'm just gonna rest until that song comes out, if we're being honest. I need more exercise, guys. Yikes. Okay, so the next song is Nuclear Star. This one is just so freaking fun for me. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just the way the map is made. I'm struggling here. So yeah, the only reason why I would slow the song down is if you're having trouble at a part that you can't understand, which I still have a bunch that I have not taken the time to figure out, if we're being honest, in a bunch of different songs. But I'm just in it for the fun and the exercise and the improvement. I'm gonna get the improvement settled at some point, but somehow I always miss that, even though I'm literally swinging like that. Whew-wee. There was a brace that I was talking about. So if you can sort of follow me in sort of my footsteps, maybe you could tell me what I'm doing right or what I'm doing wrong, kind of thing. If you know better anyway. Really, I'm recording this sort of as a standpoint that you can get better at Beat Saber, guys. Like, I've only played 40 hours in song anyway on Beat Saber itself. I have 80 hours, like the game itself. So it's kind of just, you know, you don't need 900 freaking hours to get better at this game. You just need to critically think about every misstep you take. As you can see, I almost have about 10% of my good cuts and missed notes. Completely missed, not bad cuts. So, you know, just take your time, play your game. You'll get better. Half of the levels that I've cleared, I've failed, and I've been playing on no fail for a really long time now. So, just as an FYI, there are a lot of things that you can do to get better. Just take your time, be okay with the failures, keep moving forward, and you'll get back to a point where you're on Expert Plus. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Bye now.